Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I'm going to tell you in advance, this is the worst gameplay I've ever uploaded on my channel. But I thought maybe you guys would be kind enough to give me some feedback on what I could have done better. But when I look at this game, I think, man, I did poorly. And it's hard to do a whole lot better given the way that I played. So I thought, I'd sort of break it down like a dissecting video of me. And this is a below average game, right? I'm not actually a negative player, but I go negative in this game. So take a look at what's about to come. I don't know that there's somebody through this doorway. I don't. But I do know that they spawned over there and that this is about the time in the game that I should be finding my first engagement. So I carefully aim down sights and I look for what I can look for and watch what happens. So I didn't see that guy. He was laying prone or crouched, and he was there for me as I rounded the corner, and he took me out. And in hindsight, I don't know what I could have done much better. I have a submachine gun. I think he had a better weapon for that engagement because it was a bit of a distance. But mostly I couldn't see him. Mostly I lost that because I was the guy who was moving, and he was the guy that was laying in wait. And I think that you're going to see that as kind of a reoccurring theme in this game. So what follows is a fairly decent sequence. I stun check, right, just to make sure there's no one up there waiting for me. And then I take out 3 guys and I get overrun as the 4th takes me out. So that's actually not bad. I know every death is bad, but you look, in the 3rd gunfight, the guy had me pretty wounded. I wasn't going to beat the 4th one, but watch what happens here. Did you see that guy? I've seen him in the replays here a million times now because I keep trying to get this commentary perfect. But I didn't see his head as I walked by him. And you might say, well, Woody, you didn't check your corner properly, etc. Yeah, but I look at it a little differently. I look at it as another example of how laying in wait, camping for people in TDM just seems to be more effective. I don't want it to be, right? I want to rush around and get Moabs in TDM all the time, right? I want if you watch the guys who are going for kills per game, right? They're not sitting there camping. They're rushing. They're making it happen. But for me, I missed the guy. Has bad aim. But for me, I feel like in this game, lots and lots of times, I don't win because that other guy is laying in wait. He's camping for me to walk into his sights. Watch me play this, right? I'm not sprinting like a noob into some guy's sights. I'm checking corners as I go around. I'm not making any noise. That's why I'm crouch walking here, so that I can get the equivalent of dead silence even though I'm moving slow. I'm being careful and doing my thing, but this is still a bad game. So I'll speed this up, but watch the next engagement. So I didn't check a corner, I guess you could say. There was a guy on my left who maybe I could have beaten if I was looking for him there. But look at my team. They know what the scoop is, right? They're all there in that building, camping out, waiting for people to walk to them. Me? I'm walking 2 people, and I know this area is safe. I don't know how I know it, but I do. And as I push forward into where the bad guys are, there, I get credit for a win there. I think we actually kind of crossfired him. Now watch what happens here. I head in here, and I've got this hit marker to my left. I'm under the impression that there is a camper in that corner yet again looking to take me out. So I position myself and try and turn on him. Try and get the shots on target before he kills me. Nothing there. And then he kills me because he's camping in this corner this time. And watch this kill cam. I feel like a total noob as I walk into his bullets. But geez, what do you do? Again, this is just another example of how guys laying in wait for you are getting wins. Watch this guy. I don't care how good you think your gun skills are. It is extremely hard to beat a guy who's in this position with an ACR waiting for you to walk into his sights. All right, so I'll speed this up as I head into what I think might be somebody's camping spot, and nobody's there. Now, I didn't mean to be the camper laying in wait for this guy, but that's probably what he thinks of me as he walked into it. Now, this balcony gunfight goes nowhere, but I do lose one right here, and you can kind of see what's going on. He's using cover, and he's using his M14 to find targets all the way across the map. And he eventually pointed that thing at the window, and he just had a better weapon for that engagement than me. But still, I look at it and I'm like, man, even on Seatown, even on one of the most rush-friendly, high-action maps you'll find, I'm checking my corners, you still see guys with long-distance weapons just camping, waiting for you to walk into their sights. Check this out. Right? I'm getting eaten up every time I navigate the map. If I'm right, check this out. goodness, really? That's the edge of the map. And he's just sitting here in wait for someone to walk over that part of the wall. Coming up next, I think, is a rusher on rusher gunfight, and I win that because I don't actually suck at this game. so that guy, I beat him because I pre-fired. I beat him. I think we both saw each other, and I was on the trigger before he was even in front of my gun. So I win that. But man, I think the effective style in this game is to stay still, and I hate that that's true. I hate that it's true, but man, are you watching the same game I am? I just didn't spot him. I checked the corner. You can see I ducked in. The first thing I did is look at him. But he's wearing all black, and it just, what do you say? I didn't see a guy. Probably that's happened to you at some point, too. So I catch a camper looking the wrong way, and then I beat a guy in a straight-up gunfight. So, yeah, yay. 2-kill streak. And then this goes wrong. There's a guy, he sees me walking by, and he injures me, but not very much. So I think to myself that if I walk through the doorway pre-firing, I'll take him out. And then I get confused by my own teammate, and it just seemed like everything that can go wrong did go wrong. Now, there's a little bit of no action here as I hide from a Reaper that seems to be targeting me, and then I catch the rare individual who's not camping, so I drop him, thankfully. I just sort of outstrafed him. So it's not as if I'm running around like a noob not checking my corners. It's not as if I'm making some really ridiculous mistakes. It's just that I feel like so many of these deaths, you can't do. Look at this. I take this guy out, so I'm running from his martyrdom, and then the IMS takes me out as I try to escape his martyrdom. It's another death and a kill, I guess, by the way, attributed to map movement. And I think to myself, what would the perfect player have done? I mean, like I said, the guy had martyrdom, right? I killed him, he dropped a grenade, I ran up the steps, and he's got an IMS waiting for me. Now there was the rare individual in this game that was actually moving. But for the most part, I feel like, how do you succeed in team deathmatch while navigating the map like some of the, brilliant rushers I see succeeding in team deathmatch as they navigate around the map? Now watch this next death I take. Really? Look at this guy. Head glitching with the hybrid sight for someone to walk down that alley. Would you have won that gunfight, with a submachine gun against that guy? Do you just avoid that corridor altogether? This was a horrible game. And 9 times out of 10, when I have a bad game, I don't actually go negative all that often, but 9 times out of 10, when I have a bad game, I think to myself, there are things that I could have done better. I don't know what's up with this IMS. There are definitely lessons learned, or I knew better beforehand. I drop shot this guy. I think... Chucks, Woody, you know what you did wrong. What do you mean? Drop shot that guy? You can do better than this. So just do the things that you know how to do and you're set. But in this game, it was a different situation. I finished thinking, damn, what was I supposed to do? How was I supposed to improve? Now, I just looked in that direction. I just looked there. As I came out the door, there was nothing there. And then as I checked the other direction, suddenly the guy is there, right? And that'll happen, I've been on the good side of that. I've been on the good side where, someone spawns right in front of me in free-for-all and I get the easy kill. Or, I round the corner and there's some guy there, to give me the easy kill. Now there, I didn't check my corner. I should have. But I don't know if it would have worked because he was on the move. But yeah, so we've all been on the good and the bad side of that where, you're just in front of the other guy so you become an easy target for him. Whatever. So now here we are, time is running down, and I'm trying to get some kills to help my team get this win. I catch this guy, up close engagement, and I've been winning most of those. I bet my KD in this game is 3 or something better than that for those times where it's about hip firing and taking a guy out. And I think he had an SMG too, but I'm not positive. I catch one more guy, take him out as well, and then the game ends and we're down by 1. So yes, I ask you, how would you have done better in this game? For the most part, I checked my corners. Are there areas of this map that you know to avoid, like all those long corridors where people were head glitching? Would you have just camped it out and did what it takes to win? I don't know, but I'm curious on your feedback. I didn't make a ton of mistakes in this game for a guy who wants to move. Mostly, I felt like I just walked into head glitches. I walked into IMSs while dodging martyrdom and things like that. How would you have played this map much better than I did? In addition to any team deathmatch advice you have, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. 2 videos you may have missed. The top one is the latest. It's the 4th one in my honest review series, and I do gunners this time. The eyeglasses that are supposed to help you spot enemies a little better than you can without them. And the bottom one is Wife Wednesday, which is always a good series, although I'll tell you, as I record this, I haven't done that one yet, so who knows, maybe it sucked, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a dual comm I do with my wife every Wednesday, and it usually turns out super well. So, yeah, I hope you liked the video, and have a good day. Oh, and if you're new around here, you can subscribe in the top right.